So there are a lot of very small and sometimes very big mistakes and things that businesses, companies, even larger ones, affiliates and entrepreneurs and marketers in general don't do or don't even consider. They're literally costing hundreds and sometimes, if the business or company is big enough, thousands of dollars every single day that they don't even realize they are or aren't doing, or they're too lazy to admit, or they're too lazy to take action upon it. I'm going to go through right now these mistakes and the things that they are or aren't doing that are costing money, and you can use these in your own marketing, in your own business. These are very easy to use, very applicable, and something that you need to make sure you're considering to change or alter or think about in your own business to ensure that you're able to produce more leads, produce more sales, produce more customers, and get a lot more money in profit. Number one, I'm going to go through right now a huge thing that is talked about and that a lot of people should be doing, but the majority of businesses, entrepreneurs, affiliates, and even some larger companies don't do this, and it's literally costing them and costing you, if you aren't doing this too, it's costing you between a 10 to 20% opt-in rate on your opt-in pages or your lead capture pages. It's costing you between 10 and 20, maybe even 30% of your sales and customers, which means it's also affecting and could add, if you were doing it, a 10 to 20 to 30% increase in your profit. So what is it? It is split testing. I'm telling you, hands down, split testing is what you need to make sure you are doing in your business to increase your conversion rates, to increase your opt-in rates, to increase the amount of sales you're able to produce, because this is important for a few reasons. Number one, because you obviously need to increase the number of people who are becoming customers with you. That's a given. But there's a second huge reason that a lot of businesses and a lot of companies don't think about, and it's why they don't actually highly consider and start doing split testing. And that is the businesses, the companies, the entrepreneurs, and the affiliates that are more successful than the other ones that are in the top 5 to 1% or even the top 10%, they split test. And they have almost down to a mathematical formula how much money their traffic is going to return for them, how many opt-ins they're going to get, how many people are going to visit each page, and so on and so forth. And because they have brought it down to a science, they're able to increase their profits, or make changes that can increase their profits, increase their opt-in rates, increase the number of customers almost on demand. And the big thing is, because they're over time able to improve their funnels, their opt-in pages, their sales processes by 1 to 2 to 5% every, let's just say maybe a couple months. Every couple months, they get a 3% higher opt-in rate, they get a 3% higher conversion rate, and they get a 3% higher whatever rate. Over a year, their funnel, their sales pages, their opt-in pages are so highly optimized that you have no chance to compete with them, even if you are driving more traffic and even if you're spending more money on ads, more money on getting your name out there, more money on exposure, you still can't compete with them because they can spend less money and still get more results because they have hyper optimized their funnel process and their sales pages and so on. So make sure you are split testing so you are not left behind, and so you are not the person who's wondering and thinking, why does XYZ keep growing but I'm not? Why does this business or this company or this brand explode but I'm not? One of the biggest reasons is because you're not split testing, and you need to be split testing your opt-in pages, your sales pages, your emails, and a lot more to ensure you're able to grow and continue growing while spending less on your advertising but making more in the back end and front end. Another really big thing that affects the productivity of a business and of even a large company and of anyone who manages or has any amount of employees or people who work on them on a contract basis is the ability to have a schedule to follow that produces results and is only filled with result producing actions. I just went over this in another video I did. And what I'm talking about is you need a result producing schedule, but not just for yourself, but also for your employees and the people who are in or working with you in your organization. Now, what is a result producing schedule? Well, before I go over what one is, I'll go over the fact that the majority of us, a lot of the times, we say we're really busy. We say we're doing a lot during a day. And then a lot of the time, that is true. We are really busy. We are doing a lot. But for the majority of marketers, I believe, and from my own experience in the past, for the majority of marketers, for the majority of people who I've worked with, and other companies as well, there seems to be a difference between being busy and being productive, because there are only so many things that you can do that are actually going to produce results in the business, or they're going to help customers, or they're going to get more exposure or generate leads, or so on and so forth. There are only so many activities that a business can do that will produce these results. And if you are, number one, thinking about, or someone in your organization is sitting there in the chair or wherever, thinking about, what do I need to do next? That is wasting time. If they aren't sure how they're supposed to do what they're supposed to do next, that is wasting time. And if they're wasting time, they're wasting money. And again, as well, if they're just doing busy work, but they're not really getting anything accomplished, they're costing you, or costing the company or organization, money. So you need to make sure that yourself and everyone in your organization has a result-producing schedule. So at 8 o'clock when your business opens, or when your people get to work, or yourself gets to work on whatever you're working on, you need to make sure you are working on 8 to 9. You are writing emails, sending them out to your list. 9 to 10, you are working with your employees and seeing what they're working on and helping them stay organized, or something like that. 10 to 11, you're posting content, or having one of your employees make sure they're posting content, and you're engaging with that content. What I'm saying is, you need a schedule filled with only activities that are going to produce results. This will save you a lot of time, give you more time, actually later on in the day, to do other things or not to work, because you've already been productive enough and you've done it in a shorter period of time. And you need to make sure this is something that is used every single day by your employees as well, or whoever is working for you, to make sure that the most results are produced in the shortest period of time, because that's what split testing and optimization is for. To be more productive, to produce more results in a shorter amount of time, is going to help you exponentially grow, especially if you compare this to your competition. Like I said, the majority of businesses, the majority of affiliates, the majority of entrepreneurs don't have an exact schedule they follow. That's why very few are very or hyper successful, because they don't have an exact schedule for producing leads, for converting those leads, for getting those leads to reinvest, or those customers to reinvest. They don't have that, and you need that in your business, or in your company, or in your culture, to make sure you're able to produce more results than you were before, and more than your competition. The third and last thing that a lot of businesses and a lot of companies, especially the larger companies and larger businesses, don't do, I believe, and as well as some smaller businesses and affiliates and so on and so forth, is they aren't personable. They aren't unique in their approach, or in how they work with customers, or in their customer support, or whatever the case may be. It could be in their advertising or their marketing. They're just bland. They don't have much personality to them. And the reason for that is because they maybe haven't identified what their brand or what their company is supposed to stand for. Or maybe it's because they just haven't really fine-tuned their marketing yet. And when you're not personable, when you're not yourself, when your audience doesn't feel that you're genuine, or doesn't feel that you are something different than the rest of the people out there, or the rest of the businesses, whatever the case may be, when that happens, you are losing customers. You are losing your audience. You are losing the people who are on the fence making a decision, or thinking about making a decision about your business, or about, investing in your product and services, because they want to see that they're putting their trust, putting their money, and putting their energy into a person or a company and or a product that they both like, know, and can trust. And being personable, being unique in some way or another, whether it's advertising like Purple. I don't know if you've ever seen a Purple ad on Facebook. They have Sasquatches doing their ads, and it's hilarious, and it worked, and it blew up their company. And there's other ways, along with your marketing, along with how you treat your customers, how you stand out with how you work with your audience, how you give value compared to your competition, and what you're really doing to represent yourself in the best way possible at all times. I think that being personable, showing yourself who you are, or who the company is, or the company showing what they really want and how much they truly care about their customers, I think that will both reveal to your audience how much they should like, know, and trust you, and it will show them that you are, your business, your company, your affiliate offer, whatever the case may be, are something or someone that they can build their future with, that they can keep watching, keep following, keep being a part of in a community aspect or in a family aspect or just as a follower for years and years and years and decades to come. That's how you build loyal, lifelong customers, is making sure that your audience loves you, that you obsess over taking care of them, that you obsess over giving value to them. And when you do that from a way that's genuine, they will follow you to the end of the earth. So with that being said, my friend, I just want to go through some of the big mistakes I see a lot of businesses, a lot of affiliates, a lot of entrepreneurs, and even some larger companies that they are making that are causing them to either fail or to not do as well as they could be doing if they were implementing split testing, being personable and trying to be unique and represent themselves and treat their customers in a way that really mattered, that their customers really loved. And again, making sure that you have a result producing schedule for yourself and for the people and employees in your organization. Now, with that being said, I hope you have an absolutely incredible day. I will see you in another video, I'm sure, very soon. And rock on. Make sure you are doing these things, you're implementing these things, and you are taking massive action in your business so you can produce more results, be number one in your marketplace, and get more exposure and really see the results that you've always wanted become a reality. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.